Hello, tap dance fans and friends. Welcome again. Today's video is intended to bring to you the instruction and description of time steps. I'm only going to give you 3 today: single, double, and triple. I'll explain what that means and how they got their names in just a moment. But first, let me introduce myself in case you haven't visited my site before. I'm Syl Askins, tap dance professional, choreographer, teacher, director for over 40 years, and I'm here to give you a basic foundation for your tap dance education. Funny little story about time steps and how it got its name. Let me explain what that is. Let me tell you this little story. It's very brief, and just picture this. Here comes a tap dancer who's going to perform in a vaudeville show, let's say, and he comes running through the theater, and he goes running up the steps to the apron of the stage, and he opens up a suitcase and pulls out a sheet of music, and he gives it to the conductor, and he says, "Okay, man, give it to me like this." And the conductor says, "Okay, you mean like this? Etc., etc." He goes on. All right. That's why they call it a time step. Here they were exchanging the time, what you hear as far as the rhythm goes. They didn't say, "Give it to me for rhythm." You know, they just did it that way. That was the way they talked. So that's a little history for you. So now, what's the difference between a single, double, and a triple time step? The number of sounds that you hear in the third position. In other words, the third sound that you hear, not the rhythm, but the third sound you hear describes what kind of a time step that you're performing. So for example, a single time step is going to have 1 sound, a double time step will have 2 sounds, and a triple time step will have 3. Let's bring the camera down so that you can see how I do this, and I'll explain it to you. Okay, so bear with me. I'm old school here. I'm just going to drop the camera down and set it here so you can see my feet, and I'll explain. So time steps are counted in with the rhythm beginning on count 8. When we count, usually as a beginner, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we're going to start on count 8. That's the way it's traditionally done. So it's started before the 1. And that's going to be a stomp. There are 5 words in a time step: stomp, heel, step, flap, step. Again, those 5 words are stomp, heel, step, flap, step. How do we do that? Okay, so with your right foot, you're going to start with a stomp. Remember, that's no weight. Stomp, heel drop, step, flap, step. So where's the third sound that you heard? 1, 2, 3. How many sounds did you hear in that third sound? Only 1. So that's a single time step. Let me demonstrate. Again, single time step, stomp, heel, step, flap, 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 step. Let me turn it around so you can see it again. On 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 would start all over again. Okay, so now let's talk about a double. So what's a double? Well, a double are your flaps, 2 sounds, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. So in a time step, there's going to be 2 flaps in a row, right? Because the words were stomp, heel. Now you're going to replace step with flap for a double. So you're going to say flap. Well, then what came after that was another flap step. So that's why it's easy to remember 2 flaps in a row in a double, right? 2 and 2. So what does that look like? Stomp, heel, flap, step, stomp, heel, flap, step, stomp, heel, flap, step, stomp, heel, flap, step. Let me turn that around for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, heels, flap, step, stomp, heel, flap, step, stomp, heel, flap, heel, lap. All right, so there you go. So let's look on to the triple. A triple, now remember, is going to have 3 sounds. And what was the triple? What is that? Shuffle, step. Okay, so now it's going to say stomp, heel, shuffle, step, flap, step. Stomp, heel, shuffle, step, flap, step. Now let's do it. Stomp, heel, shuffle, sorry. Stomp, heel, shuffle, step, flap, step. Stomp, heel, shuffle, step, flap, step. Stomp, heel, shuffle, step, flap, step. Let's count it. 8, 1 and a 2, and 3 and 4, 5 and a 6, and 7 and 8. 1 and a 2, and 3 and 4, 5 and a 6, and 7 and 10. Turn it around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. Heel shuffle, step, flap, step, stomp. Heel shuffle, step, flap, step, stomp. Heel shuffle, step, flap, step. The stomp would begin it again. So there you go, single, double, triple. Put the camera back up here for a moment. I hope you enjoyed hearing the definitions of the single, double, and triple time steps today. And I hope you have fun experimenting with those. If you need more information or would like to ask some questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at celebritydance.com. You can send me an email or text me, and I'll be glad to communicate with you and talk to you more further about our time steps. So thank you for coming today. Please come back often. Remember, if you like the way I teach, click the subscribe button down below or the like button, and it helps, so I appreciate it. So until then, happy dancing to everybody.